And in developing news today, social media is huge in today's society. And students, you are already aware of how much time you are spending on social media. The debate on the pros and cons of social media and their mental impacts are all too familiar, and thankfully, now legislators have introduced a bill with the hopes of protecting children from the harmful effects of social media. This bill is a bipartisan bill, which means both parties, Republican and Democrat, have come together and have agreed on the stipulations of the new legislation. Senators Marsha Blackburn, who is a Republican representing Tennessee, and Richard Blumenthal, a Democrat from Connecticut, sponsored the bill. The main 5 ideas are elements which are comprised of social media companies would be required to provide privacy options, the ability to disable addictive features, and to allow users to opt out of recommendations of videos or pages or other things to like. It would also make the strongest privacy protections the default. The bill would give parents tools to track time spent in the app, limit purchases, and help address addictive usage. It would also require social media companies to prevent and mitigate harm to minors, including self-harm, suicide, eating disorders, substance abuse, sexual exploitation, and unlawful products for minors, such as alcohol. Social media companies would be required to use a third party to perform independent reviews to quantify the risk to minors, compliance with the law, and whether the company is taking meaningful steps to prevent those harms. Social media companies would be required to give kids data and academic information to private researchers. The scientists would use that data to then do more research on what harms children on social media and how to prevent that harm. The bill was created due to the evidence negative impacts social media has on teenagers and young children and their mental health and well-being. And since the social media sites are not going to govern themselves, our government has stepped in. Meta, who is now the owner of Instagram and Facebook, didn't have any comments, and the same with Snap Inc., TikTok, and Twitter. But Meta did comment they are taking a stricter approach, and TikTok has updated their policies as of Tuesday. It's important for you students to know that social media is not the end-all be-all, and there's much more to the world around you. Having government regulations on anything creates consumer apprehension. However, this bill tends to lean heavy on the consumer protection. As growing up in a social media world, students have many distractions pulling them in any directions all day. So stick with us here at HYFNTV as we bring you the latest up-to-date news on this bill and other big news regarding the world around you.